What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York.
New York, New York. Yeah. How about them Knicks, baby? We New York. We New York. We the city. Yeah, New York. New York, New York. Oh, baby. The New York Knicks choked like they watched their last opponent, the Boston Celtics, choking on chicken bones all series long. 138-135 loss in overtime in the rotten apple at that. I was rooting for the Knicks last year. I love Brunson. Dude got heart. Great player. I was rooting for him last year, but not this year because they got Karl Anthony Towns. And I really don't think. I like Karl Anthony Towns. I think he's overrated, but he did have a good season this year. Give credit where credit's due. And all season long, he's been smoking the Pacers. And he continued to do as much this game. Kinda, sorta. By now, everybody knows what happened. But let me tell it from my perspective, based on my memory. I didn't watch the whole game, so I'm not going to sit here and critique the whole game. I didn't. I missed a lot of the game. I was at the gym and I was at work all day. But when I got to the gym, they had the game on in the main area, only on one TV, but it wasn't where I was working out. So I couldn't really see what was happening at that distance. And though I could watch it on my phone battery was low and it would die before I finished my workout. So every once in a while, I'd walk past and check the score and then walk back to my workout area. Now, I finished my workout and I got to go to work soon, but I wanted to grab a bite to eat for protein, post-workout meal before I go home, shower, and go to work. Just before I leave the gym, I checked the score. There's like maybe, 6 to 8 minutes left. The New York Knicks are up by at least 10 points, maybe more. Don't quote me on that. I'm trying to do this off memory. And I said to myself, I know how the NBA is today. I would be more surprised if a team kept a sizable lead with a few minutes left than a team actually coming back to make the game close. This is a league now where teams always come back from deficits. It's pretty much the norm. So I said, I know by the time I get to this restaurant, this is going to be a close game. Granted, like I said, my phone's dying. I find my way to a restaurant, order my meal. Figured, I might as well see what's left of the game. Put the game back on my phone. Figured I might as well watch what's left with a little bit of my battery because by the time I finish eating and get home, the game's going to be over anyway. Sure enough, I was right. Now the Knicks are only up by a couple of points. The Indiana Pacers hit a clutch 3 to cut the lead to 2. Now, possession, New York Knicks. And now, in this moment, the fate of the game will be in the hands of who else but Karl Anthony Towns. Now let me say this. As the New York Knicks are hot potatoing the ball around, trying to avoid the traps and getting bottled up and avoid a jump ball or a turnover, they're hot potatoing the ball around. And then they give it to Karl Anthony Towns. I was like, why would you give it to Karl Anthony Towns? Why? They foul him. I look over to the person next to me at the bar waiting for my food. This person doesn't even watch basketball. But I said to them, I don't even know who they are. I said to them, hey, watch this. This guy right here, soft. He's going to miss one of these free throws. this game's going to be open. Sure enough, what did Cat do? Bricked the second one. Bricked it. Cat had a chance to put the Knicks up by 4, but instead they only go up by 3. And then, the New York Knicks, instead of just playing tough defense and taking care of the ball, they decide to play the free throw game. The free throw game. We're going to foul them, so they can't get a 3-point shot off. Didn't we just see OKC do this and then fail miserably at it? And I said back then, I'm not a fan of that tactic. I'm not. Especially if I have a team that's quality defensively. I'm going to trust my guys to play defense, and they're just going to have to shoot a contested 3 over my defense, and I can live with the results. I'm at home. I'll take that chance. But what I'm not going to keep doing is keep leaving a door open to the free throw game. Because you know what? That means my guys have to hit free throws too. My guys have to. And while we might be the team that's up, it's actually more pressure on us at home not to choke this away. It's not more pressure on the team that's down. So, can my guys handle that pressure? Well, we got Karl-Anthony Towns on the floor. I don't trust him. The Indiana Pacers take care of business, walk through the door that New York is leaving open for them, and hit 2 of their free throws. And then the New York Knicks, again, trying to avoid a trap or a turnover, hot potatoes the ball around. Brunson damn near turns it over with this crazy bounce pass in the backcourt, but eventually the ball finds its way in the hands of Anunoby. Are you kidding me? I didn't know what his free throw percentage was, but I knew it wasn't in the high 80s, and I know what time it is, and I know New York was feeling the pressure. And I didn't feel comfortable with OG going to the line, I'll tell you that much. And just as I suspected, OG breaks the free throw. Now they can't even play the foul game anymore, because now they only have a 2-point lead. And then Haliburton almost ices the game at the buzzer, except his toe was on the line. Goes to overtime. Pacers win. I didn't get to watch overtime because that's when my phone died. And I still didn't watch any highlights, so I don't know how it all went down, but I saw the Pacers won. I don't understand why they keep doing this strategy. Coach Tibbs, I stress defense. I'm a defensive-minded coach. Why not trust my defense? Why? Why? Don't play the free throw game. Play defense. Trust your defense. Hang your hat on your defense. You have to hit free throws too, not just the other team. If your guys ain't got the metal to hit the free throws, do not employ that strategy, because you're giving them free points by sending them to the free throw line. And you better hit yours too, because you just gave them a free possession, basically. Man, I saw it happen. I saw it happening. I was like, this is damn near the OKC game over again. Damn near. Probably not as egregious, because for OKC it went on for much longer, but still. In the most critical juncture of the game, you're going to put that added pressure on soft-ass Karl-Anthony Towns. and to the people passing these guys the basketball. Okay, I understand. You don't want to get trapped. You don't want to get forced into a jump ball situation. So you pass the ball out to somebody else that's probably not a good free throw shooter or ball handler, whatever the case may be. Why do these players that should have the ball in their hand pass it and just stand there and watch? No, you pass it and then you quickly burst whatever direction to get you free and demand the ball back so you can get your dribble back and force them to foul you, the good free throw shooter, the good clutch shooter. Don't just pass it and sit there. And then the guy that gets the ball passed to him, you got to be looking for him to run out to give him the ball back. I've never understood that. I've never. If you watch Kobe in these situations, when he does pass it out of the double teams, he quickly gets to an open spot and demands that ball back. He wastes no time. Give it back to me. 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 I avoided the trap. I avoided the jump ball, but give it back to me. I get my dribbles back. What? I'm so happy. I am so happy. The horrible New York Knicks fans out here. Knicks fans, New York fans are some of the worst sports fans out there. And I doubled down on the Pacers after I saw them throwing trash at that Pacers fan. Hell no, we don't want the Knicks to win. Hell no. No, 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 no. Hell no. Now, I picked the Knicks to win the series, but as a basketball fan, I absolutely want the Pacers to whip their ass and crush them. And what a perfect game one. Soul snatching. Force overtime at the buzzer. A shot that they didn't think was going in. That thing went boing. Oh, whoop. Ha ha. Yeah. Crazy strategy, man. If I was a coach, I will never, ever play that free throw game when I'm up. I'm trusting my team to play defense. I'm not leaving the door cracked open. I'm not gonna keep giving them opportunities to hit free throws. Hoping my guys handle business on the other end. Hell no. Especially if I'm at home. I'm playing D. The whole crowd's going to stand up. They're going to get on their feet and energize your guys to get the stop. And playing defense is fun. At least I loved playing D back when I was playing ball like that. I hung my hat on my defense. I did. I was a pickpocketer and a lockdown guy. But I could definitely pick them pockets. And you know what? It's all good because it leads to offense. Get them out of here. Get the Knicks out of here. They said New York's a city that never sleeps. Hopefully after this series, it's going to be lights out. Nighty-night. Go to bed, New York. Haliburton out there balling. Balling. Siakam out there balling. Balling. Pacers out there balling. Balling. And like I said, Haliburton out there playing carefree. People calling him overrated. He said, I'm going to show you. He's been cooking all playoffs long. He's not going to do a whole lot of fancy things. He's not a highlight kind of guy. Haliburton's not the guy who's going to be like, oh, man, I'm going to the arena to see Haliburton play. He's going to do something special. He's going to, wow, razzle, dazzle, all that extra. He's not that kind of player. In some ways, he reminds me of John Stockton. I'm not making a direct comparison to Haliburton and John Stockton, saying that they're the same type of player. But as far as just playing a simple basketball game, yeah, that's kind of Haliburton. That's him. That's Tyrese. He'll do some, nice dribbling moves every now and then. A nice pass every now and then, but it's really not the norm. He just makes a simple basketball play a lot of the times. That's how John Stockton was. But Stockton was ironclad, though. And hell, Pascal Siakam might, maybe, be the best player on that team. Maybe. He is better than Haliburton. Maybe. Siakam is a hell of a basketball player, man. Underrated. He really is underrated. Siakam is. On one hand, they calling Tyrese overrated, but I'm looking at Pascal like, I don't think this guy gets enough credit. And he always shows up to work. He's a fairly consistent player. Let's get the Knicks out of here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, I can't really talk about all the details of the game and the matchups. And, I'm not just going to look at the box score and try to call it off that. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I didn't watch most of the game. I wasn't able to. But fortunately, I caught the best part of the game, and I'm glad I saw it. And I saw it, like I said, I saw it happening. I was like, oh my God. I think the Knicks are going to lose. I think they're going to choke this away. They're playing the free throw game, and I don't think they're going to hit these free throws unless it's Brunson. It wasn't Brunson. Once Cat got to the line, I said, oh. I was actually going to quickly put a post up like, watch Cat miss these free throws. But I thought I was going to jinx the situation. So I was like, you know what? I ain't going to put out a post. And he missed it, I said. There's Cat for you. Little soft kitten. Ain't nothing hard about him. Soft as hell. Charmin. Cat had a great game up until then. Up until it mattered the most. Eh? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Like my boy DNA said.
It's round one. It's getting hot in here. Let everyone know my slogan.